What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna let you guys know why barbering was a good choice for me. I'm at 23 right now. I'm from South Central. You know what? I started this about like 4 years ago. 4 years ago I started barbering. I was around like 20 years old, I believe. No, 19 years old to be exact. 19 years old. And honestly, it's all about patience, but I feel like anything's all about patience. I started it off, you gotta learn it. Of course, you gotta practice. You can't just watch videos and not practice. You gotta get your hands on, and all it takes is an investment. And I feel like that's gonna take you a long way. Patience and investment. Because once you start investing in your tools, you just gotta be patient and learn the process right. Learn the process right. Y'all always have your mind open. Always willing to learn from any barber, not just, in cutting. Because you gotta know how to talk as well. Your verb skills. Because I've seen barbers that their verbs are so good and their clientele's popping, and their haircuts are at normal. So it comes to two things in the end of the day. But with that being said, even say right now, if you're in high school, you're about to go into college and you want to make some money, invest right now in your high school on some machines, practice it, and when you go to college, you could be in your dorms and you could be working inside your dorm and making money. There's different ways this could go, and there's different ways this could benefit anybody. But you gotta know in the end of the day, you are your own boss. You are your own boss. So if you don't know how to manage your time, you won't manage it the right way. If you get lazy, you go down. That's one of the things you gotta know. But with that, even with that, all those, with the you being your own boss, investing and patience is gonna help y'all in the very long run. Y'all can use that to different advantages. So to start off, you do need some pair of tools. You do need a pair of tools, and I know a lot of you guys will go to Walmart and get the $20 clippers. Look, anything's fine at the end of the day because you can cut hair with anything, but if you're gonna make an investment, make sure you do it the right way. Invest yourself on some wall clippers. I'll be leaving the link for some wall clippers or Andis. It doesn't really matter, but you gotta get yourself a clipper, a T-liner, and your shaver. You guys can practice with your shaver on a balloon first, or practice it on your leg. That's what I would always do, because I just started, when I started barbering, I started right at I didn't really know how to shave. So that was the only thing I had. I would just use clippers and not learn how to shave. So you guys invest right now, you start learning right now on your shaver. The second thing, make sure you have your maintenance for your clippers. Very important. Don't forget your maintenance. You can't just buy the clipper and not buy your maintenance. Maintenance goes a long way, people. In order for you to take this to another level, you would need your license. And I do recommend it off the bat, start the license. There's different ways of doing the license, just in case you are a little older and you need money coming your way. You could also do an apprenticeship program. I'll talk about that a little later, but right now I want to let you guys know there's classes all over that. Even financial aid covers, classes at community colleges. It costs you a little fee, but you will already be on your road of getting your certificate, and you want to be official. And if you're a little older and you need money coming, because you gotta know, you gotta be patient. You gotta make a sacrifice, not just to giving your time, but money's gonna come lower as well. Because the beginning process, not a lot of people are gonna want to cut their hair with you. A lot of people think right after school, oh, I'm gonna start cutting hair, and they don't know the way to bring their clientele up. That clientele comes from consistency, so it's a waiting game. You have to wait in the barbershop to build up your clientele. But now we got social media, and that just makes things a little way better. So off the bat, if your social media pops, you reach out to people right there, And those are just things that you could already start doing now. So when you do come to already having your certificate, you're already cutting and you're already getting booked up. So the real reason why I started was honestly to save money. Because around the time my mentality changed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start cutting hair. It was my friend gave me that idea, one of my close friends, and it's real weird because both of my closest friends, they were barbers. I just never got the attention to do it. But he told me about this game plan he wanted to do, and he gave me a pair of clippers, and I was thinking like, yo, now when I go to the barber shop, I spend 2 haircuts, not one, because I had a son. I had my son at 16 years old. You know, so I wasn't just cutting my hair, I was cutting my son's hair. So I was thinking, yo, I could save myself, a few bucks if I know how to do it. So he gave me a clipper, and I started practicing in my free time. I started getting like um, some of my close friends. I'll cut their hair at the house. I'll cut my own hair, and really, it came one day where I lost my job, and I was cutting hair. I didn't think about it like, yo, I'm gonna end up working cutting hair. It was just something that was just inside. And my dad, he knew that I was jobless, so he went to go cut his hair, and he noticed that this guy didn't have workers. It was just him by himself, and he asked him, he's like, hey, I know a guy that cuts hair. He didn't tell him like, yo, that I was his son, and he was like, yo, bring him down. But at the time, I was only cutting hair at the house. I only had Andes Master and an Oster. I only had 2 clips. I didn't even have the full clips. I only had like a number 2 and a number 5. So I didn't have a full set. And when I got there, I didn't even know how to use a blade pretty much. I just knew how to give like an okay, decent fade. Not even a decent fade, messed up. But I was doing my thing and I thought it was good. So I entered there and I just grew this passion for it. And honestly now, like, yo, it feels way better being your own boss and not having told what to do. Way, way better. But it comes with a lot of responsibilities. But that once I still kept going, doing it, I was getting frustrated because I had my son and I had to pay rent. And I wasn't making money to pay rent and feed, we had to eat. So I started, I got a job. I did barbering maybe for like, I could say like a year. And I was barely cutting it and I didn't like that. I didn't have money left over. So I got a job. And all I was thinking about when I got a job was like, yo, I want to go back and I want to cut hair. Like I was maybe working like 2-3 hours and I was making the same thing that I was making there, but 2-3 hours of cutting hair. The other hours were just waiting. But still making the same money, and I was just way happier doing it. So I told to myself like, you know what? I'm gonna give it another shot. I went back in the barber shop, did it full time, and now I can't stop doing it. Like I just love doing it. I grew this love for it. I feel like it's like kind of like a little curse, you could say. I get to any other job and I gotta go back to it. In the end of the day, it's doing what you love. So if you feel like you start doing this and you love it, chase it. And if you want to start, you don't know yet, because I didn't know it. I didn't go with intention to love barbering. I went with the intention to make money. And then after that, I just started, growing this love for it. But it all took time. And it took a lot of sacrifices. Because I was broke for like a whole year. I couldn't take it no more, so I got another job. So if you guys are willing to take the sacrifice, if you guys are willing to put that time into this, definitely start now. Invest in the tools I told you, and do your thing. Keep chopping, keep looking at videos, keep chasing it. Like, yo, if you really want to do this, how bad you really want to do it? You got your little brother probably at home. You got a cousin for sure. Little kids or even older. Chop each other up. If your friend wants to do the same thing, you wants to do the same thing. You gotta risk it. You gotta invest your hair. It grows back. So, you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. So make sure if y'all want to chase it right. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. But before I leave, how much time do you guys got cutting hair? Make sure you comment below. At the end of the day, it's all love, people. I want to make this like a big barber community, a big barber family. So, stay tuned. I got some upcoming videos. It's going to be real valuable to you. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.